Nia was stunned to discover that the waiter who had stayed with her at the bar the night before had suddenly appeared in the CEO's private elevator. Because she was in a hurry, she followed him inside without thinking much of it. Both of them were clearly surprised. After a brief, awkward pause, the girl couldn't suppress her curiosity and finally asked him a few questions. "So your modeling work is really that flexible now? Men can do it too? Why are you here?" "I have an appointment with Jinghan Group's CEO to discuss a cooperation project." "The CEO of Jinghan, that would be you?" Even so, the man's calm manners and refined behavior made the girl feel strangely familiar, though she couldn't explain why. What she didn't know was that the bar waiter in front of her was actually the very CEO she was scheduled to meet. As soon as the elevator doors opened, a group of employees gathered outside to greet the CEO. To avoid revealing his identity, he subtly pushed the friend beside him forward to divert attention. The girl didn't dwell on it and continued teasing him curiously. "So your modeling business has expanded all the way to Jinghan's boss now? Who paid more, me or him? When did you even start doing that kind of work?" The surrounding area instantly went quiet. The CEO quickly interrupted and steered the conversation back to business. The two sides then formally discussed their cooperation. After the meeting ended, the friend couldn't help asking why the CEO had deliberately hidden who he was. Only then did the CEO explain that the girl was someone he had been searching for many years. When he was young, he had once fallen into the water by accident, and it was this girl who had saved him. She pulled him to safety without hesitation, but by the time he regained awareness, she had already disappeared. The only thing he remembered was a distinctive birthmark on her body. The night before, after a painful breakup, the girl had gone to a bar to drink away her sorrow. In her dazed state, she mistook the CEO for a waiter and even asked him to keep her company. At first, he planned to decline, but when he noticed the familiar birthmark, he immediately recognized her as the girl who had saved him years ago. He stayed by her side that entire night, quietly looking after her. During that time, her ex-boyfriend called. The man who was about to get engaged to someone else couldn't stand losing control over her. He immediately arranged the earliest flight back. After the cooperation meeting, the girl went to the parking lot, where her ex suddenly appeared and blocked her path, demanding to know who the man from the night before was. The girl calmly told him they had already broken up. When she questioned his involvement with another woman, he became furious, blaming her behavior on his past leniency despite the fact that he was the one preparing to marry someone else. Still unwilling to let go, he told her that although he couldn't give her a public position, he had prepared something for her to wear at his engagement banquet. If she wanted to reclaim her grandfather's lifelong work, she would have to follow his arrangement. With no other choice, the girl agreed. Soon, the day of the engagement banquet arrived. As soon as she entered the hall, she spotted a familiar face. "Why are you here? Wasn't what Feng Zun and I gave you already enough?" The CEO stepped forward to explain that everything before had been a misunderstanding, but the girl cut him off. She leaned closer with a faint smile. "You smell like cedarwood. It's actually quite pleasant. Does it remind you of someone?" She leaned in slightly, teasing him. At that moment, a staff member approached and told her that her ex-boyfriend was waiting at the entrance. The ex spoke in a condescending tone, saying that although he couldn't give her a title, allowing her to stand beside him and greet guests would count as compensation. "Zirwei," she said coolly, "you really keep redefining my expectations." Just then, the ex-boyfriend's fiancée walked over. When she noticed that the girl's dress looked strikingly similar to her own, her expression changed instantly. Still, she forced a polite smile and led the ex away. Once he left, the fiancée dropped her gentle act and mocked the girl for still showing up after the breakup and even wearing a similar outfit. "Did you come here on purpose to cause trouble?" The girl calmly replied that she should ask her fiancé why he had forced her to attend in the first place, and suggested she focus on managing her own relationship instead. Unwilling to listen, the fiancé insisted the girl was deliberately clinging to the ex. The girl then explained that the dress was a custom piece. "How could I possibly know the design ahead of time? And how could I order an identical custom dress in such a short time? This outfit was chosen for me by Chao Zirwei the day before," she said coldly. "You think you've found a treasure, but in my eyes, he isn't worth much at all." Overcome with anger, the fiancée deliberately spilled her drink onto the girl and summoned others to surround her. Just then, a firm voice cut through the crowd. "Who dares treat my girlfriend this way?"